Remember 2J's Kicks, the former owner of Urban Necessities, a once multi-million-dollar globally recognizable sneaker store in Las Vegas known for their absurdly glamorized sneaker store, and 2J Kicks, the outwardly transient appearing oddly shaped man who willingly refused to read a contract handed to him by shady business partners years ago.
In November 2022, I signed a deal, which then takes me about 8 months later to recognize that I have absolutely no operational say in this business.
Which ultimately led to those same partners taking advantage of his wife, who is battling stage 4 cancer, as due to 2J's lack of knowledge of finances or business practices. He let his wife give these shady partners $200,000.
Joni should have been removed as a managing member, and she was not. Joni allows Urban Necessities and Surgeon Worldwide to borrow $300,000.
2J's was not only hands-off to an absurd degree, but was busy maintaining his fake facade of wealth, status, and boss energy to help keep promoting the brand as the face.
We agreed on some of this money being repaid in a timely manner. We are currently still not repaid for that debt.
All while having zero actual control, zero say in decisions, and due to his lack of transparency on the situation, there are still so many questions almost 6 months later than there has ever been answers that he's ever been able to provide. He can't provide a straight answer to save his life.
The one thing that I also accepted in this contract, which falls on me, is the liability of this business, with some of it being on me personally. And I signed the dumbest, I probably signed one of the worst deals in history.
It's pathetic and lazy. Eventually, he was pushed out and fired from the very company he built. This was after years of complicit, hands-off behavior.
I feel so helpless that I ask to be bought out. I am terminated as an employee of Urban Necessities. October 8th, 2024, I signed paperwork to walk away for zero.
Urban Necessities is now gone. It closed a few months ago, with thousands of consigners are screwed out of their sneakers and thousands of dollars, and 2J's publicly claimed he owes hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS and the government because of his complete negligence over the business's financial side, meaning Urban Necessities never paid taxes.
And one of those debts is a liability that had a personal liability assigned to me, which was a sales tax debt. That sales tax debt not only seized all of the money in my personal bank account, it did for Joni as well, even though both of us have not been with the brand for years.
This became his responsibility due to his total lack of awareness about contracts, obligations, or even basic oversight. 2J claims he was never aware of this and thought he was paying taxes the entire time, but somehow paying those taxes for something else and not Urban Necessities.
I have no visibility on the brand. My emails are deleted. I don't have access to who they're paying, where they're taking loans out, what they're doing with shoes, what they're pricing stuff at.
He promised he would sell off his numerous properties that he bought for his wife's family.
When we did this deal, there was an exchange of some money that I gave all to Joni, and that money was used to pay some of our taxes. And we bought a couple of properties to take care of our friends and family.
Liquidate assets like his thousands of sneakers, his multiple expensive vehicles, and give up everything material that outwardly makes him look like a homeless person in expensive clothing, but a pig with makeup is still a pig.
I'm trying to raise money through, liquidating some of the things that I own, because it has now been years that I'm not working. I have already listed the home that I live in for sale, as well as some of my other assets for sale.
He promised to make things right and asked the community to believe in him.
If I am able to sell my properties in a timely manner, not only will I be able to repay the taxes immediately, I will also be able to pay the consigners in full right away.
Well, since August, let's look at his Instagram. In just 3 months, he has posted 41 photos flexing newly acquired sneakers, attended 7 live sporting events, taken more trips and hit more events on his stories, appeared at multiple sneaker conventions, gone on numerous vacations, and continued endless self-absorbed delusional stunts where he acts like Instagram reels are somehow progress or accountability about the situation.
Here to take care of any questions or concerns you might have with any brand that I represented past or present. Love to address this stuff in person. Definitely want to take notes if it's stuff that's serious. The money's going to be used to pay some legal fees and keep the shit going and address the consigners. So I'll see you guys soon.
Meanwhile, 2J's has been on a non-stop sympathy tour, desperately trying to repair his image after dismantling a multi-million-dollar business through, honestly, one word: laziness. He has been saying the same things for months, but there has been zero forward action.
And I'm sorry that I have let you down, and I hope that you give me the time and the opportunity to make this right. But a man of my word I am, and a man, and these are words I guarantee.
I have not been in operation of urban necessities, nor have I had access to or participate in significant business decisions for nearly 3 years.
But then, how do you expect to pay consigners? He says,
To the consigners,
I see you. I hear you.
I understand how you rely on these transactions to support your families and businesses. These issues will not go away quietly, nor will I.
What is this presidential bullshit speech? He learned it from Trump. I know he did. And then his classic deflection and ultimate shield to drag this out until everyone forgets. As the situation evolves, I am hopeful I'll be granted access to the information necessary to contact consigners directly and resolve what I can.
And I'm hopeful that if I could get in there and I could try to correct it, that I might be able to salvage something. And that is, I am responsible for all liabilities, even though I have not been part of this brand for the last 3 years. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they've wiped out my consignment accounts and took more money from me than I want to admit.
So, 2J's is claiming information about consigners is being hidden from him by his maybe business partners, or he just doesn't have access to these records at all. Okay, and that's why nothing is happening. Imagine having the gall to post something like this and then continue relentlessly posting your new purchases and luxury lifestyle. This loser, 2J's, was living his lifestyle on borrowed money that he never intended to pay back at all, and now wants to coast off of other people's losses to continue his behaviors. This is some ChatGPT generated publicity response. Until there is actual proof of consigners being repaid, sneakers returned, money distributed, real action taken, this remains just another case in the long list of sneaker store collapses led by greedy, negligent, manipulative, and downright incompetent owners.
To take the steps, not only one, to pay that tax debt, but to make every single consigner whole. From even now, I have no guarantee that even though, as I'm sitting here telling you the circumstances and situations that I have going on, which currently have me fighting for my life and realistically not even knowing where I'm going to live, I have to do the right thing. I'm going to do the right thing.
And like always in the sneaker world, the sad reality is no one will ever get held accountable. Sneaker stores these days aren't really about helping people get the shoes they want at the best price. Sneaker stores back a few years ago used to be a necessity. People had to go to these sneaker stores to buy the resale of the sneakers that they missed out on. Sneakers are not anywhere near as popular as they once were, so the overall demand is is not there. With prices dropping, more sneakers in circulation, and the market being completely oversaturated, demand, like I said, demand just isn't there, and that's why a lot of these sneaker stores are collapsing. Most shops have turned into social media hype machines or solely relying on Whatnot to directly sell their sneakers to live consumers on a bidding platform instead of selling that through their once popular social media or the foot traffic that used to enter their store. And when these stores crash and burn, the owners aren't worried about the consigners, the customers, or the mess they left behind. They're worried about themselves and how much they can recuperate so they can continue to live their materialistic lifestyle and keep up their lavish sneaker lifestyle appearances everywhere. Look at 2J Kicks. He completely dismantled a multi-million-dollar sneaker store, left consigners high and dry, yet continues posting new sneakers, vacation, and flexes online as nothing happened when downright he owes consigners, the government, the IRS, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. These are parasites who survive on borrowed money, using it to feed their shallow, egotistical lives, covering up insecurities, while the people they take advantage of get nothing. No one ever gets held accountable, and that's just the reality of the sneaker world today.